Okay, so setup wise we talked about ball position being a little bit too far forward. You can see on that left hand side now it's just a little bit more left of centre, and we said certainly left or nearer the target than your sternum. So when you're addressing the golf ball there now, if this is sort of down a bit more behind the golf ball, you're going to be catching the ball with a little bit more of a scoopier angle, tend to add loft to the golf ball more than we want. So as a result of that, when we come through, I've got these angles on here now, we can see as we strike this golf ball, the golf ball now is coming off about a sort of 45 degree angle, got that blue line to target. Reasonable shot, because you're trying to play a certain type of shot and the ball's forward, you're playing almost a lob shot, it's going up quite high. Compare that to this one here now where you're coming through. Okay, as you're striking the golf ball, that ball now is going more down that blue line. Okay, now we had different clubs, they were 4 degrees. Okay, we've now got 8 degrees different in loft, so you've actually reduced 4 degrees by moving that ball back an inch or so. Yeah, right, yeah. So that small amount of change with that club and the ball position is giving us a sort of trajectory we're looking for. And it says in terms of your practice, we want to try and focus on creating a consistent trajectory, not just hitting the ball to target as close as we can and going, oh, it's a bit long, a bit short, a bit long, a bit short, and just readjusting each shot. Okay, make sure you try and get a consistent shot, because the actual overall technique is good. Narrower stance, as you said, certainly is going to help, because obviously there's less speed and momentum. You're not going to twist through so fast. It's more sort of arms and chest. It's a good movement through the golf ball here by having that ball back just behind your sternum. Means we can strike it a little bit more cleaner first as well, less likely to hit the ground beyond the ball, and get more of that trajectory. Sort of 35, 40 degrees is fine there. Coming out, landing and stopping on the green, especially now the new wedge you're going to get, the ball's going to be stopping really quickly. Sharper grooves, the ball's going to get a lot more spin. So just be careful of that in terms of when it gets forward. If you want to play a high shot, obviously put the ball further forward and we can play that. But then you're trying to play to a flag that's 20 yards on the left, this yellow flag here, to go up in the air and land quickly. But if you're setting up for a pitch shot in your mind of 60, 70 yards, but you're actually addressing the ball for a lob shot, you then got to try and make some sort of adjustment through the swing. Well, that's never going to be a consistent move, is it? You're going to get some you might adjust accordingly and get it right. Some you'll catch them a bit scooping up in the end, come short. Then you hit it harder. Then you catch it thin, goes too far, and then it's your distance control and it's guesswork. So ultimately, what we're looking for, as you said, you're going to probably get, if you break down around a golf, there'll be some holes where you're knocking on the green from 150, 120 with an 8 or a 9 or a 7 or whatever it may be, or even just longer clubs onto the green. So if you get maybe 10 shots around from 100 yards and close, and that means if you get like a par 5, 20 yards from the green, a 20-yard shot is 100 yards in it. Yeah? So anything from 100 yards in any shot of any distance to that distance there. If you get 10, you want to try and get 30 shots total for those shots around the green. And if you think about that, some of those shots are going to be 15, 20 yards. So chip and two putt there isn't difficult, and a 60-yard shot we can do that. So it's not as if you're doing something, oh my God, I can't do that. But you'll be surprised if you look back on your round from the National you played last week, of those shots, did you average 3 shots from where you were to the green? And obviously just per hole. So don't sort of say, okay, well I was 80 yards away, then I missed it into 20 yards and then chipped on, so the 20-yard chip was 3 shots. It's only 1 shot on that hole from the 100 yards in. Okay, so if you take 4 shots, that's just going that hole. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, have a couple more, mate, and then we'll try some of the lob wedge and different heights.